Yes, people, welcome back to Albert JTV, FA Cup fourth round match review. Southampton 1, Arsenal 0. For my Instagram crowd, I'm going to put this on my IGTV. So go to the link in my bio and hit the subscribe button straight away. Smash the like button as well, please, when you do watch this content. So let's get straight into it. I'm not going to sort of waste any time. So we're out of the FA Cup, man. Record 14 FA Cup wins. We're out of the fourth round, man. I must admit, I'm in a few Arsenal WhatsApp group chats, and the topic of conversation, strongly, by the way, was the team lineup. A lot of people were not happy. When I checked my Twitter feed, particularly Instagram, like I said, my Facebook WhatsApp groups, Facebook group, it was not happy, man, at all. Anybody that's seen Southampton play this season, or even last season with Ralph Hasenhuttl, who I think is a very good coach, by the way, Southampton are a very, very, very high pressing team. Press very well. We're away from home. Not got a good record against Southampton away anyway. We saw the team line up. Obviously, Leno in goal, Bellerin right back, centre-half pairing of Holding, Gabriel, left back Cedric, Xhaka and Elneny. Then we have Pepe, Willian, Martinelli, and Eddie Nketiah up top. When you say it doesn't sound great. And I've had many people tell me, particularly on Twitter when you check it, that we have a good squad, or we have squad players. No, we don't. We have players that are part of the squad, but they're not good enough to be in the first team, and I don't think they're actually good enough to be at Arsenal Football Club in general. I said before I wasn't going to get carried away with the small turn of events in terms of picking up results and the clean sheets, which is fantastic, by the way. But this Arsenal team, this Arsenal squad, have consistently let us down for a number of occasions. Arteta didn't help himself today with the team lineup. I hear people will turn around and say we've got a game on Tuesday against the very same opposition who we played against in the FA Cup. But when you saw their team lineup, Southampton, very, very strong lineup. So you could argue, why didn't either Arteta match Hasenhuttl, or in terms of probably picking a few more first team players in the team? But then I look at it from another point of view. Obviously, as a squad or group of players, you have fringe players. And when the fringe players start, you want them to make an impression. And when I talk about fringe players, I, in particular, Willian, Pepe, and Eddie Nketiah, particularly with Willian and Pepe. And yeah, we'll come on to certain individuals or the team performance. But yeah, not a lot of notes I put down during the game, to be totally honest with you. The first half, we'll take it in stages. I thought the first 10 minutes, Southampton started very brightly. Like I said, in terms of pressing or high press, it's not just pressing for the sake of doing it. It's doing it in pairs. It's doing it in threes. It's doing it in the right areas. And they had it down to a T, Southampton. They looked dangerous from wide areas. Got crosses into the box. Set pieces, obviously, with James Ward-Prowse, who ended up being man of the match, no surprise. Very, very good player. First half an hour, I thought we were sleepwalking. They looked a lot sharper. You could tell, if you looked at the word ring rust in the dictionary, Gabriel's name would have been beside it. You could see he's been out, obviously, due to COVID. He looked very rusty, man. I thought Southampton bossed it in the first half, in particular the first half an hour. I don't think we created anything. There was no half chances. And that wasn't really a surprise when you looked at the makeup of the team lineup. Not great, man. Really not great. And then they had a chance within the first 15 minutes with Che Adams, great strike, good save from Bernello, by the way, down to his right-hand side. And then they get sort of a fortuitous stroke, sort of streaky goal, but they deserve to go ahead 1-0 Southampton. And they could have got a couple more goals in terms of creating opportunities rather than sort of opening us up. But yeah, Ward-Prowse gets the ball, passes it to Walker-Peters. Solid strike, a slight deflection off Gabriel, which made a big difference. 1-0 to Southampton. Good striker goal from Walker-Peters, or cross-come shot, whatever way you want to look at it. But yeah, man, I mean, even if you look at someone like Theo Walcott for Southampton, right? And one thing you guys would have seen with my content, I've been very critical of the forwards, all of them, in terms of their movement and anticipation. And Walcott, for someone that wasn't playing, he plays sort of wide on the left, but if you look at his movement just alone, it's very good. Sort of to looking at our forwards play in terms of their movement today, or in the game against Southampton, non-existent. You can talk about the midfield, you can talk about the supply line or the supply chain, what they've got to work off the forwards, but they're lazy, they don't move, ecstatic. And that's not, and that's been the case in many of the games I've seen what Arsenal play this season. But yeah, the first half was not great. Southampton domination for me, pressed brilliantly. Walcott, good movement. Ings and Che Adams were a handful. Our defense they was being run ragged. So not a great first half to sort of even talk about of Arsenal for any positives, really. And to be honest, the second half started kind of the same. High press, intensity for the first 10 minutes. Defensively, it wasn't great. Still not offering anything going forward. And to me, it was obvious after a certain amount of time that it was a case of not if he was going to make substitutions, more a case of when. So who came on? Let's have a look. Sorry, guys. So Aneni and Martinelli came off, and Saka and Partey came on. And sort of later down the line, Bellerin comes off and Lacazette comes on. We had one chance of any notability in that game, was when Pepe slipped in a very good pass to Eddie Nketiah. To be fair to him, took the shot early. A false start. Fraser Forster gets a leg to it and it goes out for a corner kick. But of note, not that was the only chance. There wasn't anything else really. Sort of apart from, which I'll come on to, a slight chance at the end with Eddie, but no, it wasn't great. Not a great performance. I mean, you can't win football matches, right? Whether it's in the cup game, league game, where you only start playing from 75 minutes onwards. You can't win football matches like that. And Arsenal, unfortunately, again, time and time again this season, this is a wake-up call. I thought the game against West Ham in the Premier League was a wake-up call. The other night, Arsenal against Crystal Palace was a wake-up call, that it's a reality check to see or to show or to emphasize even more that this squad is not good enough. Like I said earlier in the content piece for this match review, there's Arsenal fans that believe we have a good squad. We don't. We have probably 13, maybe 14 players who you could put out as a starting 11. But if you go deeper beyond that, then no, we don't. We looked fractionally better when Partey came on, when Saka came on, when Lacazette came on, but that's too late in the game. Like I said, you can't play or start playing from 15, 20 minutes out. I don't know any team that can play like that and win, unless you've got some amazing quality, which Arsenal haven't got. So again, today was a massive wake-up call. You can look at team lineup, you can look at the midfield again, which has been a big concern for many Arsenal fans throughout the season. You know, and one thing that alarms me within the fan base, I've got to bring this up, is, you know, if the Odegaard transfer does come through, you know, I see people getting gassed and excited because we made signings in a January transfer window. Why would you get gassed about that? Why would that excite you? We're doing the bare minimum. We should be doing that because the squad's not good enough to mount a top 6 challenge this season, top 4, whatever way you want to phrase it. We're getting gassed over signings in January. That makes no sense to me. It baffles me when I saw some of the stuff I was seeing on Twitter in particular yesterday. I was dumbfounded, to be totally honest with you. But I mean, even small things. You saw today in the second half, Cedric took a throw, it's a foul throw. How can you have professional footballers playing football at this level? I've seen Maitland-Niles do it. We've seen Bellerin do it a few times. Cedric's done it. We do not have professional footballers that cannot take a throw in. That speaks volumes, man, and that comes down to standards. The coach is seriously, man, like, teach your play. Forget tactics, forget formations, forget team shape. Get your professional footballers in your club to learn how to take a throw on, and then after you sorted that out, get them to learn how to take set piece free kicks, corners, because that's another thing that needs to be worked on, which is abysmal. Arteta's going to come in for a lot of flack with the team lineup. He'll probably come out and turn around and say that, you know, we've got a game on Tuesday, but then, as I said before, we're playing the same team again on Tuesday night at their ground, and they play the full strength side. So, you know, this is not a secret of the way Southampton play. So we knew what was coming. We look like a team that hadn't seen Southampton play before. Lackluster, off the pace, lethargic, even possibly with Arsenal's performance. Not great. If you look at the stats, everything was similar other than the possession. Shots on goal, shots on target, corners, fouls, everything was the same, apart from possession. Again, over 60% possession for Arsenal, but it's just not good enough. It's what you do with it, isn't it? It's we're out the FA Cup, man. And you know what? If we'd have won today, with the number of games we got to play, you're gonna have to use every squad member. But the problem is, we're having to rely on the likes of Saka, Martinelli, and Emil Smith-Rowe to come and get us out of a hole. We're relying on the youth instead of the experience. It's not good enough. And as for the performances of, in particular, like I said, fringe players, Eddie, people know my thoughts about Eddie Nketiah. I don't think he's going to make it at Arsenal. If the rumours were true that other clubs are interested in him, I would have took the money and run, whatever way you put it, January or in the summer, whenever it happens, cash in. There's a lot that still needs to be done at this football club. Don't get gassed because we've made potentially 2 loan signings and it's going to improve our Arsenal's fortunes and hashtag Arteta in. Arsenal fans, wake up, man. You know, your own set of eyes don't lie to you. Stop putting that drivel on Twitter and Instagram by getting gassed by January signings. Like, come on, man. Like, wake up. Look at the game today. Look at the fringe players. And when I say fringe players, I'm talking about experience. Pepe and Willian. First half, non-existent. I wasn't even aware they was playing. They was that non-existent. Second half, not much better. I watched Nicolas Pepe play and I see a player going through the motions. Not someone that's going to grab the game by the scruff of the neck. He's not going to be our go-to man. He's just not. He's been in this country long enough now. He's played enough games to put in better performances than that. Willian has been in this country for 6-7 years, I think it is. Premier League, FA Cup games, whatever. Not good enough. No end product, not incisive, not decisive. That goes for Pepe and Willian. What are they truly offering us, really? Let's be honest. Hence the reason why they're not in the starting lineup. And people tell me this squad's good enough. No chance, man. No chance. So guys, yeah, drop in the comments down below. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me your feelings. Most importantly, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're out the FA Cup. We move on to the Premier League game against Southampton. No positives today, to be honest. The only positives, Partey got more minutes in his legs. Martinelli got more minutes in his legs. Those are only two positives whatsoever. Gabriel got some minutes but had a stinker, which you kind of fooled him because he's been pretty decent, let's be fair, since he's come to Arsenal. But yeah, guys, we move. That's me, Albert JTV, over and out. Hashtag Southampton 1, Arsenal 0. Let's move again on Tuesday.